commiserations to the Tridents, but congratulations again to the Amazon Warriors. I just want to start off by commending the stadium and those who prepare the stadium for the fact that we managed to get cricket here this evening. I mean, that was a remarkable effort and a remarkable facility to be able to do that. Chris Green is here with me as well as Jason Holder. Gentlemen, permission to speak freely. Granted? Jason, you're not saying?
Let's go.
Explain the performance of the Tridents in this tournament for me.
It's disappointing. Yeah, we just weren't good enough in the tournament. We didn't play well enough in this team. I mean, in this tournament to get into the next stage. We were very inconsistent. I felt the bowlers, have tried. They did a commendable effort throughout the entire campaign. But yeah, just not enough runs and not consistent enough with the bat.
Given the resources at your disposal, batting-wise, I mean, you could put 11 international players on the field at any point in time. What is the issue with the batting?
Just not executing. It's just not executing. I think, we've been off to some reasonable starts in the tournament with our opening pair, but we just haven't gotten that momentum in the middle. After the power play, we tend to slow down early up in the tournament, but the last couple of games we've lost too many wickets in the power play as well. Just not finding the balance, I think on these tracks, you've got to spend a little bit more time. But even if you spend a little bit more time, you're still in the back of your mind, you wonder what's a good score, what's a par score. I felt the wicket played a lot, or looked to play a lot different at night than during the day. And I just don't think we adjusted.
A number of conversations have come up about the lack of activity coming into the tournament. The inability to get as much practice as you would like. When you look at 3 subpar 100 scores, how do you correlate the two?
Look, I don't want to stand out here and make excuses, but a lot of guys haven't played cricket in 5-6 months, and it's hard prior to the first game. I think we only had 2 or 3 practice sessions. The quality of the wickets there questionable as well too. But yeah, it's easy for me to stand here and make excuses. At the end of the day, we're still professional athletes, and we still got to come out here and do the job. And we just didn't do it.
And to send you off on this one, you can't qualify anymore. What are the good things that have come out for you of the tournament?
We've seen 2 young emerging players get an opportunity. I would have loved them to get more games, but I guess when we're in a tight situation in terms of trying to qualify, it becomes a little bit more difficult. I think our bowling has been pretty decent, and Mitch Santner has been a revelation for us. I thought he came in and did a really good job, both on and off the field. Even Corey Anderson, he didn't get the runs he was looking for, but I thought his contribution off the field to the group was really, really good. And it's good to see overseas players come in and being as good as they were. So credit to them. Rashid Khan was outstanding as well too for us, and I just think the group is a closely knit group. Again, we just didn't get the results we were looking for. We just didn't click this year. But a lot to go back to the drawing boards and look at, and next year come back stronger.
Thank you very much for your honesty. All the very best. And
Cheers.
Hope you're well too. I saw you limping. Chris, the opposite end of a scale for you. Talk me through your feelings being this high up the leadership board.
Bish, it's a nice way to finish our round games. We obviously had the tough task of playing 3 days straight, so to walk away with 3 victories, 3 games where we repeated our great bowling performances, and then guys were standing up with the bat, as we've asked about, as we've talked about. So I'm really proud of our guys, but the work's not done. We can enjoy our day off tomorrow, but our eyes are now set on Tuesday, and we've got to be up for that challenge on Tuesday, regardless of whoever's on the opposite side.
Yeah, to be brutal, and I hope you'll be brutally honest with me, there's been talk about you now finishing either second or third and avoiding TKR, who will finish at number 1. Does that matter?
I don't think so. Avoiding teams is not what we're after. I think we're here to just play the cards in front of us. Who we play is completely out of our control now. All we've got to do is control what we can control, and that's what we've done the last 3 days. We've controlled our performances. We've kept the focus within our group, and I think that's been really successful for us, and it's been a key part to our success as well, getting that momentum at the back end.
I want to keep this positive, but ask for your insight. A couple of dismissals in chasing small totals, Brandon King, Nicholas Buran, etc., etc. How do you view those not finishing the game?
The beauty with experienced players and class players like those two, those guys come off and know they've made the error. There's no need for me or the coach to go and talk to them. They have actually got on the front foot and spoken openly about the group about making that mistake and not making it happen again. So, I think that's a massive move. It's a big move for them to own that error. And for me as captain, as a leader, I know that moving forward, they're going to be in a good space if they're just being honest with themselves. And that's all I've asked of the guys. Continue to be honest with themselves, continue to be honest with their performances, and continue to learn through this process. You know, it's been a different lead in this year, but I feel like we've learnt along the way as a group and as individuals as well.
I'll let you off on Romario Shepherd. You get guys coming in all the time.
You know, he's a class player. It was a tough call to leave him out for our youngsters early on. Characters, a lot of the time I've been speaking about to the guys, he's got an immense amount of character. To come in with that performance, he's been my go-to guy up front, through the middle, at the back end. He's a very classy player. He's got potential with the bat as well, but you know, he's such a great guy around the group, such a humble person. I'm so pleased for his success tonight and his success for this tournament, as I am with all the guys. You know, I'm really proud of us, but you know, it's not over now. We've got to focus on Tuesday.
Thousands of Amazon Warriors fans are proud of you as well. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Bish. Yeah, thanks to all our fans. The messages